Hello out there, all you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for joining me for another Pitch for Switch discussion video. And this I'm going to be talking about The Last Story, which was developed by Mistwalker and AQ Interactive, but they are no longer in existence, at least AQ, I mean. Mistwalker is still around. They make mobile games and stuff like that now. But this game was published by Nintendo in Japan and by Exceed Games Westward. I would love to see this game get the Xenoblade Chronicles treatment, where Xenoblade Chronicles Deluxe is coming out. And is it Deluxe? Well, either way, Xenoblade Chronicles has been remastered to be put on the Nintendo Switch. And I would love to see that happen for The Last Story. It's a great fantasy RPG game that you're playing as this band of mercenaries. The story was on point from what I got to play of it. I only really got to play through a third of the game myself because I borrowed it from someone, and honestly, you can't keep something you borrow, you have to return it, so I never really got to finish the game. I would love to see it actually get remastered and put back out on the Nintendo Switch. I mean, Nintendo were the publishers for it, so they could make this happen. They could commission for it to be done and get Mistwalker back on it and get someone else to help them with the development of the game and get it done sooner. Heck, it could be even one of Nintendo's internal teams. And they could add features to the game based on what the Switch's capabilities are. Heck, if they were sneaky about it, they could even slip in a multiplayer mode where people can play as the individual characters in a squad and people could play together. That would actually be really smart to do. Like, where you could have like a party of people that you play the game with and all of you can play through the story together. Or at least make it just up to 2 players at least, because I do know that some characters, if I remember correctly, some characters do leave your party and come back eventually. And some, again, I haven't played that far into the game, and as long as I'm remembering it, I'm hopefully not misremembering it and maybe mixing it up with another game. But still, it was one of those games that was kind of like a technical achievement for the Wii at the time it was put on the system. Same as Xenoblade Chronicles, because that world was massive in scope, even though it was on a 480p console at the time. So, me personally, I would love to see this game come back, and I think that a lot more people could really get to enjoy it. And this is one of the games that Operation Rainfall helped bring and get localized, because so many people were looking for these games that were, already developed and released. They just weren't localized to the US. So personally, I'm like, I'd be all over if they went ahead and remastered the game and put it out again, because again, this is a Wii game. As much as people might want to believe they wouldn't want to play it all over, like if the game was visually updated and it had additional quest or side quests added to it, stuff that didn't really affect the main story but added to the value of the game, no one would complain. And at this point, you could play the game with one single Joy-Con, because you could play the game with both the Wii Remote and Nunchuck and the classic controller on the Wii. So you had a couple different options for gameplay style. So you could essentially set up to have dual Joy-Con mode or single Joy-Con mode, or even play with just the Pro Controller. Or playing it standalone, off TV and all that stuff. All of those are options, because those inputs were basically already in existence for the system as it is. So it's not like it would be impossible to do. Anyway, that's my particular take. I just want to see this game because I think it honestly just deserves a lot more love, and it deserves a lot more appreciation, and I would really like to see a sequel happen to it. But that's it. Thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me, and until the next time, enjoy your games and peace out.